The Final Huff and Puff with TS and Sasha.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. We're back with Cool Nerd Joe. That's TS.
And that's Sasha.
And okay, so yeah, if you like nerdy stuff, this is for you. And this is just an interesting course in just the state of things and how things look and how things are and in the corporate weed world. So take it away, and I'll ask you questions.
Okay. So this is interesting. A Reynolds parent company buys a stake in a cannabis corporation. We all knew Big Tobacco was
So what's Reynolds?
coming on. Reynolds is a parent company or a sister company of British American Tobacco, which is like a global tobacco company.
And Snoop Dogg is an investor in this company,
And
or
Snoop Dogg is an investor in the Sanity Group.
which is a
And his group, the Casa Verde Capital, is invested in the Sanity Group, which is getting into the legalized cannabis market in Germany.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
So a group run by Snoop Dogg, who's obviously a businessman and a cannabis crusader, as well as a godfather, the dog father, is
also will.i.am and actress Alyssa Milano.
Oh yes, they've all invested because they know cannabis is huge, and they've got Snoop Dogg in their corner. Also, you are in bed with the British American Tobacco and the Reynolds American Inc.
I don't like
Big
how that sounds.
Tobacco
I don't like that.
is wacko.
So wacko. I mean, like you said, it was only a matter of time until Big Tobacco got involved with weed.
And, now they are involved globally. Yes. Also, the British American Tobacco invested in Organigram, which is doing CBD products, and they are developing other cannabinoids.
Silly name for something. Organigram.
Organigram.
I'm sorry, that's silly. But maybe it's great. Organigram. So they don't have any weed, or no, they do.
Well,
Wait,
they're developing particular cannabinoids. Also, there's like there's groups that have these other groups within this group. The Sanity Group are developing potential products and with cannabis for the emerging market in Europe, starting with Germany.
Interesting.
But like I mentioned, Big Tobacco.
Well, the one part of this article,
there's like one thing that they have provided some funding for actual research.
well, maybe that's certainly something
Yes.
could be said. I mean, they have the fucking money. Well, it's kind of like, I guess they Big Tobacco also provides the funding for this fucking
For
truth
the tobacco
ads.
study and
Yeah,
the truth ads.
exactly. So it's
and
like
anti-smoking through smoking and all that bullshit.
yeah, so they know their way around a regulation or two.
For sure. Yeah. So if anybody knows how to get in a regulated market, it's Big Tobacco.
It's just so icky. I wish I could be like, yeah, man, it's America. I fucking give it, or like whatever. Like it's a market of profit, and everybody should be able to drink from the bounty that is cannabis. But like, it's just like we know what Big Tobacco is and what it can do and the harm that it could cause. To have our weed in those hands is troubling.
Yeah, because they've always wanted to control everything, control you through your cigarettes. And now if they could figure out how to control you with using a cannabis vape or however they want to make it so you're going to just buy more or do
How
more.
are they
I think
gonna
they can
do
figure
it,
that
though?
out. I don't, they've got
what's the worst that can happen? Let's just say
okay.
I'm Big Tobacco. And
Get out of my way.
Get out of Big Tobacco. Get out of my way. And I'm like, this seems lucrative People are stopping tobacco because it's dangerous and deadly and causes all sorts of bad illnesses and it's pretty gross. So, but it's make a lot of money because it's like everywhere and there's so many laws and regulations and loopholes and things, but people are smoking less tobacco. So I want to make more money. So I'm going to be a big hemp tobacco grower. Get out of my way. What's the worst I can do?
You can grow your cannabis how you've grown your tobacco and polluted the planet.
I could create a vape that's like 0.01% THC and the rest is just
carcinogen
juice. Tobacco.
Yeah. That tickles your cannabinoid receptors. Through all of their research, they figured out maybe they synthesize a cannabinoid and they produce the synthetic cannabinoid cheaper than actually growing the plant.
No.
You have a choice in your cannabis.
You've come a long way, baby.
Here at British American Tobacco and Cannabis.
Well, I remember like when, that like ad or whatever, I don't know what it was. It was just like that Marlboro thing with like, it was like green or whatever. And it had like,
yeah.
People were like excited about that. People were like, yeah, like I can't wait to say that.
I think there's always been the talk of like, I'm going to walk into 7-Eleven and get a pack of Marlboro Panama Reds. Which is hilarious. I'm going to go get a box of Colombian Gold.
And while like that is, not the case, I mean, those Lols are like fucking Marlboro.
Almost there.
So, yeah, it could be bad. It could be really bad. Big tobacco's evil. Vapes are a very good example of the evilness of big tobacco. Tobacco vapes, we mean. But also, I mean, weed vapes could easily be manipulated. You can easily manipulate, like you said, a cannabinoid, synthetic cannabinoid, mass produce it for on the cheapsies, get it out there. Yeah, this is a little alarming, but we knew it was going to happen. It really was only a matter of time before big tobacco just got in there.
It's big, ugly, brown-toothed grin.
Oh, get out of my way. Yeah, it's too bad. I don't know what that means. I mean, I guess like we'll see overseas first what that means.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in it's happening in Canada right now, and we'll see what happens in Germany soon, and the rest of the
Canada,
European Union.
All weed is like going to be or is corporate, so it's not like we're escaping that aspect of it, but it's like what little dignity the weed industry had left, I feel like, was not being in the tobacco. That's a bummer. But I guess like right now, it's not right now. We could still enjoy our I don't know, depending on where you are.
Yeah,
we're fucked. Sorry.
We totally are. Big Tobacco's got its claws in Canada already. Philip Morris
I was going to say, we could enjoy our non-corporate weed, but we can't. I mean, soon enough, it's going to be the Cool Nerd Weed Show presented by Johnny Corporate Weed Cannabis Co. And, what are we going to do?
A proud sponsor of Chad.
Proud
Chad
sponsor of Chad Inc. We're just kidding. Never. Just kidding. We might, but you can't blame, and we say that with like delicate gloves. You can't hate on anybody for doing anything in the weed world, except for Chad's. But like anybody on our level, you just can't.
Yeah, for sure.
Like people who work for grows that aren't necessarily of the old school mindset. They're just trying to make that money.
If you got a program and it works, you're providing, you're making.
Just making your bag. No judgments. Do whatever you want to do. Work for corporate weed. Honestly. Do it. Fucking do it. I don't fucking care. No, I mean, like, seriously. I would enter the weed business again anytime, anywhere. So it's still the greatest biz to be in. It's just, just know who you work for.
and it was going so well.
We had such positive stuff. We had such PMA for like so many weeks. It's back to reality. Join the Cool Nerd Weed Show Cannabis cult. We'll just live in positivity, not based in reality.
Bathed in positivity.
Follow us on Twitter, Cool Nerd Weed, and Instagram, Cool Nerd Weed Show. Everywhere else, Cool Nerd Weed Show on the YouTubes. Listen to us on Adobe Radio, please, and thank you all the time, every single Monday night. Tonight, that is tonight. And thank you. No, thank you to Lowell. Lowell, do better. Do better. Thank you to Ted's Buds and Super Dope and
the
Goonies and Don Julio and
Don't Panic.
It's organic.
Yeah. We want to thank you so much for being a beautiful audience. Thank you very much. We'll be back real soon. Y'all take care and remember, unity forever, please.